Welcome back to Let's Laugh About It podcast. I am...
She jumped right in.
I'm jumping right in.
I had no idea you were starting.
I'm jumping right in because I just started getting really excited about something I wanted to talk about with the gaming world and e-com. Okay, I am like... I would say like semi-nerdy. Like I'm not like talking about gaming and anime like all day, but I get like really
You're nerdy.
excited.
You keep making Instagram stories about Pokemon.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about. Remember that one time I made you listen to the Pokemon theme songs and I was like, isn't this great? And you were like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 100 Thieves just had a Pokemon collab. I have to sneeze. Just kidding, it went away. Okay, 100 Thieves, which is a gaming organization, just had a High Ground. Okay, let me back up. 100 Thieves owns High Ground, which is a keyboard company. You know those like the annoying loud keyboard.
I like them though. I
Do
want
you?
one. So I told you that like when you can hear the keys so loud.
Yeah, we should get us some High Ground keyboards. Yeah. So they did a collab with Pokemon and they had like a bunch of different versions of Pokemon keyboards and then Pokemon mouse pads and then this like gummy bag thing. I don't really understand what the gummy bags are all about. They're like it's like a purple like see-through gummy, you know what I'm talking about? Like a gummy bag, like those purses that are like plasticky.
Oh yeah.
It's like a bag. What would you like a satchel basically?
Crossbody?
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, because the satchel.
Yeah, it's a crossbody. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
satchel.
It's kind of satchel-y.
Yeah.
But
the same thing.
they were so cool. I was going to buy one, but I'm trying to save money right now. But I was like so excited to see that.
Yeah. Maybe reach out, get some free product.
Francis, I still want Francis to come on the pod. Maybe he could be a guest while Jackie's going to be out on the count.
I'm going to Chi-Town and then Mexico. I guess that's all I'm doing, but feels like a lot. Well, in between there, I think I'll be in Ann Arbor.
Oh yeah,
Jenny. So I'll be all around town.
What are you doing in Mexico?
I'm going to Out of the Blue Festival, which I wanted. Can I take the reins?
Yeah,
here?
do it.
You asked if there was anything I want to talk about. I have a theory, so we can come back to this. I have a theory it's a Fyre festival thing.
Really?
Dead ass. Like, it is this, like, festival in Mexico. The people that are going, it's, like, Zoe Kahn, Mount Joy, Camp, Joy Aldoquin. I never know how to say her last name. Those are, like, the main people I'm looking forward to and, like, why I'm going. I'm going with my cousins, mainly because we're obsessed with Zoe Kahn. But it's, like, this 4-night, all-inclusive, like, music festival, and they have like all these different time slots. Like Zoe Kahn performs more than once. He performs at like a pool party and then like a regular. It's insane. And it's like it was like $1,500 a ticket for like the whole festival, the all-inclusive, the hotel stay. It feels way too good to be true. I'm like, I might be a Fyre festival thing, because also the other thing that's weird about it is, at least Zoe Kahn, because that's whose Instagram I pay attention to, he has not posted about it since. He posted it, I remember, like, when it was announced, because that's how we even knew about it. But he has not posted about it, like, since then. And I'm like, is this actually happening? But I have my flights booked.
Guess
my cousin paid for she, like, bought the all-inclusive package and whatever.
Wait.
So we'll see.
So, hold on, I'm trying to think. When is that? Are you going to be here next week? No, you'll be gone. Or wait, when? I need to look at the calendar.
Wait a minute. I will be here.
You'll be here?
My flight is at, my flight's at like 8:30. So we could stream and then I could go to the airport.
Perfect. So you guys won't miss Jackie next week, but the following week, maybe we'll have
I think 3 weeks without.
Oh, wait. The following week is Christmas.
So that's what's going on in my week. I'm constantly a little bit in the back of my head thinking, like, am I signed up to go to Fyre Festival 2.0? Like, honestly, am I?
You know that there is a Fyre Festival 2.0?
Yeah. Isn't Carly going?
Carly is going. And when was it? In September, I did a live podcast. And I asked the founder of the event if I could ask that. What's his name?
I forget.
His last name is McFarland 2 or something, right?
Yeah.
And he like went to prison and stuff. I through Carly, like she has like talked to him and stuff, and so I was like, oh my gosh, we should ask him to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
I have no idea if he actually would, but maybe that could be a fun Let's Laugh About It podcast. But there's a Fyre Festival too. So maybe you're going to no. That one's like very. No, yeah. I kind of want to go to it. Would you go?
It's gonna be legit because he's not gonna do it again. You know,
they better,
unless he's out of his fucking mind.
They better have it themed like the first one, but like, you know what I mean? They have to play into it, right?
Honestly, I kind of want him to like do it again, and then like if like cops try and like get him, he could be like,
shouldn't have let me out of prison.
Shouldn't have let me out.
You knew I'd do it again.
Or like everybody knew what they were signing up for. I literally have done this already. Yeah. Like honestly, I kind of hope he does that.
I was toying around. I don't know when it is or anything, but I think it's. I would go.
Toying around.
I was toying around.
Damn, go off, queen.
What's the real expression? Playing around?
No, toying around with the idea. That's a real thing.
Oh, so why are you making fun of me?
Just it sounded funny.
Okay.
The way you said it.
Moving on. Anyways, back to Pokemon.
You always like go off on these tangents. And you're like, anyways, like I was talking about, there's been like 3 different weeks where like you're trying to make this point about Black Friday. I swear we've been talking about Black Friday on this podcast for 3 weeks. And you'll like talk about something and then I'll be like, yeah, anyways, my Stanley never works right. And you're like, okay, anyways, I was talking about Black Friday. Like,
I love it though. It's the worst when you have a podcast and like you can't get like stories out or like you're just like, okay, what should I talk about next? But we never have that problem because we'll just like go off on like little tangents. Anyways, back to Pokemon. The other collab that I saw that was really cool is the Tiffany Pokemon. The jewelry is like okay, it's kind of like chain, like thick chainy looking, but I still thought it was really cool. The comments in that post were like tearing it apart, like,
oh, I'm sure
this looks like so shitty, but I liked it.
Well, because I feel like it is a weird collab because like the people who are into Tiffany and Co like aren't into Pokemon,
right? But that's why it's so cool.
Yeah. But it's just like usually collabs make a little bit more sense.
Yeah. Well, all like the gamer girls, loved it because. I don't know. I feel like gaming, maybe just because I'm like biased and got into it like as an adult again when I like was into it when I was little. I just feel like there's like more gamer girls and like cool, and there's like more like fashion gamers. Like, but have you seen my friend Jem's like feed?
Well, I was gonna say I spent so much time on. I mean, like you guys know, like the podcast Instagram is Zoe's previous gaming Instagram. So like. And I spend so much time on there. Sometimes I'll be like looking through stories and then I'll be like, wait, this is not my Instagram. So I do see a lot of their posts and
they're like cute, cozy, like aesthetic. Like a lot of gamers are into fitness now. And like, I just think that we're like breaking that myth or what would you call it? Like,
mold.
What's the word? It's like
the box that they're in.
This is gonna drive me crazy.
I know.
It's like a typical easy
stereotype.
Yeah, we're breaking the stereotype of like Doritos, Mountain Dew. So that's my little gaming tangent. I just like have been like, I don't know.
Zoe's been gonna put Zoe on blast for a second. Wait, blast? That sounds like I'm about to like come at you.
I'm scared.
No, Zoe's been like killing it. I feel like over this like weekend or something, you've like rediscovered things you like want to like, I don't know, care about again. You know what I mean? No, I just feel like like, do you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel like it in myself. I feel it in myself. Well, we've talked a little bit about this, but like at the beginning of this podcast and like the months before that, I just like really kind of lost myself. And just for so many things. I think the biggest thing was stress, but I stopped like doing the things I really, really liked and like really was so sad and I felt like very foggy and I've reduced stressors in my life and have just like gone outside more and just done more things that I'm happy and also stopped drinking. Yeah. Like we keep talking about that, but like I feel like I feel like more like myself
Have you not even had like a drink at dinner?
Not even a little itty bitty sippy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Not at all. I talked about this on my vlog that I posted last night. Check it out if you haven't already. But I really wanted, I was in the airport like 2 days ago.
You love your airport wine. Is that what you're going to say?
It's really hard to turn down free alcohol.
Yeah.
Cause
So
then
true.
I'm like, what's the, like, it's free.
Yeah.
What's the disadvantage? But it was like, it's like way easier to turn down. I feel like I sound like an addict. I'm not an addict, but like, it's just like social where it's like, I'm at the lounges and they have free like cocktails and stuff. And it's like, oh, it'd be nice to have like a nice cocktail while I'm waiting for the flight. Yeah. But instead I said, hi, can I have a Diet Coke? And it was just good.
See, I'm different in the way that I would never go to the airport. Like, I've never gone. Most people go to the airport and like have a glass of wine while they're waiting for or a beer. I've absolutely never done that.
What?
I'm not the type. You'll never catch me casually drinking. Like if I'm drinking, it's because I'm trying to like, which is people would say that's a binge drinking problem. But I'm not drinking unless my goal is to get wasted.
Really?
I shouldn't say wasted, but I'm not drinking unless it's because I'm like going out that night, or because like I think I'm going out that night, so like I'm gonna have a drink while I'm getting ready. Like I'll never just be like I'm gonna have a glass of wine tonight. Like I don't do that.
Yeah.
But like I said, some people would say that's a binge drinking problem. So I don't know.
We'll revisit it.
Yeah.
Put a poll in the podcast. Is Jackie a binge drinker? Yes or no?
I'm a binge drinker because I only want to drink when I'm getting fucked up. Or am I just fun?
I'd say you're fun. If I ever feel like you do have a problem, I'll tell you though.
Thank you. I definitely
Publicly.
don't. I make like thanks. I make like jokes about it, like, but it's actually not anything to joke about, at all. And
want me to tell you the laughable content? I kind of
sure do.
Okay, so this is the laughable content of the week. I have this group chat where it's my phone, my work phone, and Jackie.
Well, because I used to always do this thing where I would like text Zoe's phone, like Zoe Kahn. In my phone, it's Zoe Kahn, boss.
Boss is my work phone.
Yeah. And so I would like text Zoe first, and I would wait like, because this is the thing about Zoe. If she doesn't text you back within 30 seconds, you're not hearing from her for 6 hours. Like, if she's going to respond to you within 30 seconds. So like I'd text her, wouldn't text back in 30 seconds. So then I would text boss. And then I would like wait, and I'd eventually hear back from one of them. And then I was like, why don't we just like start texting in a group chat? And I think Zoe had the same thought because in one day she just like texted me in a group chat of like Zoe Kahn and boss. And I was like, genius.
Well, now if I have like links that I want to talk about on the podcast, I'll only send it to this group chat so that I don't lose them. Cause there's like so much going on. I'm like, did I Slack it to Jackie? Did I email it to Jackie? Did I like just show it to Jackie in real life?
I hate it when you randomly were slacking me. Like I was never going to be on top of that. Like she all of a sudden was like, I'm just going to like send all these messages through Slack, which I do appreciate because it's like keep work separated, but I would just rather it be in my text messages.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I was trying to send you like inevitable like agency stuff on.
Then I want that in email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Jackie hates Slack. Well, I hate it because I use Teams. I'm a Teams user till I die, like for my 9 to 5. So Slack, I don't know, go off in the chat or go off in the comments wherever you're listening to this. I find Slack so unnecessarily confusing. What's with all those hashtag chats?
That's how Discord is too.
It's so
I am
confusing.
used to it because of Discord.
Are Discord and Slack owned by the same? Because they do look similar now that I think about it.
They're really similar, but I don't know if they're like affiliated with each other.
Interesting. That could be our biz question of the week.
Who knows the answer? We can look it up. A laughable moment. So, oh man, Jack, you got your phone. My phone, boss phone isn't signed into LinkedIn, and that's where my my laughable moment.
Boss phone.
Boss phone.
This last one?
No, it's
that's
this
Instagram.
one.
What am I talking about?
Yeah. Can I use your phone and do it?
Sure can. Let me just make sure.
Okay, so I'm in this group chat group.
I saw this.
I'm in this group called Break an Egg or Break the Egg, and I haven't been keeping up with it, but I really like the idea of it.
How do you say egg?
Egg.
Okay, go
And what they do, it's $5 a month, and they email you every morning at like 8 a.m. A topic to talk about on LinkedIn. So it's like really helping you just like increase your LinkedIn presence, and they're really good topics. And they're then there's a LinkedIn like group that other people are in, like this little LinkedIn cult. And so maybe I could put a link, but I really like the idea of it, and I like the two people who put it together. It's Amanda Goetz. I don't know how to say her last name properly. Goetz.
Is it Goetz?
Yeah.
Then it's Goetz.
Goetz. And Jack Appleby. And yeah, they're just like both really great and whatever. So Jack Appleby put this on LinkedIn a week ago. And it said, which is very timely because they released the Forbes list, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I saw all over Twitter, it's like either people are just like really proud of their friends who made the list, or they're like talking shit about it. I don't know. It's kind of controversial.
Yeah, I've got my opinions.
Does Jackie want to?
I think it's great to end up on it, obviously.
Yeah.
But there are ways to get on it without the accomplishments you would think you'd need. But everybody that I saw that like I know personally that was on it like totally deserves it, and
yeah,
congrats to them. I'm just talking about like wider people, like
wider,
like a wider range. Like I don't know, there's like some like celebrities that are on there that you're like, why are you on here?
Pokimane, who is, which it's just interesting to go through the list. Like there's a gaming one, and Pokimane was on it, which she is like an influencer and does like business stuff too. So it's like interesting to see who ends up on it. I would like consider her like celebrity-ish. Like
yeah. It's also crazy because it used to just actually be 30 people, and now really it's like hundreds because it's 30 per list. Once again, like can't stress enough how much I don't think that delegitimizes anything.
Yeah,
like,
I would love to be on it.
Yeah, I would fucking love to be on it.
But when you look up, it's kind of like, I mean, being the president of the USA is a popularity contest, and isn't it? Yeah,
I don't know,
and I feel like that's how a lot of these, like when I won the what's it called, CX Operator of the Year, it was similar too, and I was like.
Wasn't I able to vote for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I remember voting for that.
Yeah. So, like, it's interesting.
You deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, of course I deserved it. Yeah. But it is, like, a lot of it, it's like, how many people do you know who are willing to?
And I think it's important when you are, like, the recipient of something that is, like, I guess, I don't know if the word to use is fan, but, like, fan voted. I think it is important to acknowledge when it is, because it can make people feel like they could never achieve something. And it's like, I think it's important to like have the open conversation of like, yeah, like I worked really hard and that's why people even know who I am to vote for me. But like people voted for me. Like,
yeah. And I would never want someone to vote for me if they like didn't believe that like I deserved that.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's really just getting yourself to that point of being, like, nominated. That's what really matters. So, like, if you're nominated for something like that, like, you should be so proud of yourself. Totally. Because that's where it's, like, you have, like, the judges or, like, the people looking at the whole pool of the nomination or nominees and, like, picking the finalists. Like, I think that's, like, such a good accomplishment.
Yeah, because, like, you got yourself there. Like, if I ended up on the list for something...
Maybe
like,
there's
people wouldn't know who the fuck I am to fucking vote for me. I wouldn't end up on lists because you can submit yourself, but the judges, I'm pretty sure, still have to choose you as like a top contender. You still have to, So that's why it's like it could be like controversial, but at the end of the day, like you do have to be like
you have to have the stats to like
you have to have the stats and some right to end up on the list,
or at least be able to talk yourself up enough to like make yourself look impressive.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think I could make myself look real impressive.
I think you could too.
Anyways, back to Black Friday.
Yeah, back to Black Friday.
No. Okay, so Jack Appleby put this on LinkedIn. This should tell you everything you need to know about 30 under 30s. And it's a screenshot of his tweet, and it says, "Never forget that Forbes named the guy who tweeted, 'If you find a squirter, marry her,' from a brand social account to their 30 under 30s for marketing last year." And this guy used to work for Radio Shack, And I don't know if he did this like accidentally or accidentally.
Yeah.
But he tweeted on the Radio Shack Twitter, if you find a squirter, marry her. And it got 37,000 likes, 9,800 quote tweets, and 9,000 retweets. So, and he got on the Forbes 30 under 30. So he's just saying, like, don't feel so bad about yourself.
Yeah. If he can do it, anyone can do it. Isn't squirting peen?
I think so, yeah.
Like, gross.
Yeah. Can we put a poll up if you think so?
Do you think squirting's gross, or do you think it's nice? I think it's pee. So.
It is pee, I think.
So that's disgusting.
So, yeah, that's how you get on Forbes 30 under 30. Anyways, that's the laughable moment.
That is funny.
I also, actually, I'm going to wait to save that for our ad
Bourbon
talk.
Buck subscribed with Prime.
Thanks, Bourbon Buck.
2 months.
Buckeye. Buckeye is my favorite mod.
You've said that before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Okay. Before we get into more marketing talk, I just want Jackie's opinion. Do you think Taylor Swift is cheating on Travis Kelce?
No, do people think that?
There's this video of her hugging this boy. Examine it.
It's a video of her hugging a man inside of Travis Kelce's, like, box.
That's pretty sketchy. The audacity of her to do that.
You just want to see her downfall. And it's beyond obvious. She's not cheating on Travis Kelce. Oh, that's his best friend, Bourbon Buck said.
You think so? Best friend.
Taylor Swift is not cheating on Travis Kelce with his best friend. I refuse to believe
this
that.
tweet says Taylor Swift is cheating on Travis Kelce. Question mark, question mark.
If I tweeted Zoe Kahn is a squirter, would you believe it? Like, are we just believing everything we read on Twitter? Do you know the crazy ass things people tweet? Am I supposed to just believe it all?
I don't know. It's up to interpretation. Before we get back to, I have a lot of things that I'm all discombobulated because as we've talked about, Jackie and I used to do a podcast where we just like talked about life and then we would go into marketing. So now I feel like I need to like put in some of my life talk into the Let's Laugh About It podcast, and
that's great.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk?
I think that's what makes it. Honestly, real talk. I think that's what makes this podcast like something you can listen to. Some straight business podcasts are insufferable because it's just like fact after fact after fact.
So comment down below if you want more facts. But I'm going to talk about a beached whale right now.
Yeah, she is. I bet you can make this businessy. What business removes the beached whale from?
Honestly, it's something that needs, because,
Is it called a beached whale because it ended up on the beach?
Yes.
Oh my God. I thought that was like a term for like the type of whale it was. But it's a beached whale.
Yeah. And people say that mean about people who are overweight, like they look like a beached whale, which is mean. But it was a really big
okay, I get it now.
Mammal on the beach.
Didn't know any of this until right now.
I do that sometimes with words where you just like hear them and you don't like associate with them with like the actual word.
Yeah, there's another term that I didn't know until recently. Like, wow, that's why people say that.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead with your beach whale story.
So yesterday we were sitting on the couch and I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a picture of a big ass whale on the beach, just like
our beach.
Our beach.
Yeah.
Really close to us.
Yeah.
Am I doxing us?
No.
Okay. So in San Diego, a legit 52-foot whale ended up on the beach.
Which is crazy.
It was dead, but
sad.
It said it was like the second most rare whale.
Yeah.
Which is insane, and it was huge. So we rushed over to the beach to try to see if we could see it, because like, when are you gonna see a whale? Like first of all, ever, but second, that close on the beach. Like, they belong in the water.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Alive and well in the water.
Yeah. So we missed the whale, like, actually on the beach, but also it's kind of crazy that I guess, like, what else were they going to do with it?
Yeah.
But they like wrapped a rope around it and wrapped it.
Just like dragged it back.
There's also videos of a bulldozer, like, trying to, like, flip it over.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan was. They probably didn't know either, because they're like, what do we do with this? Like,
yeah. And it sounds like it hasn't, like, happened.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. 52-foot whales don't just, like, end up on the beach all the time. I wish I was one of those first people that was, like, on my morning walk and, like, holy shit, is that a fucking whale?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this whale doing on the fucking beach?
You good, bro? I want to know, like, how it died. I guess they just do die, right? But
yeah,
they tied a rope to it and, like, tied it to a boat and just, like, pulled it back into the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. But
sad.
Yeah. Anyways, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
It's tonight's the 5th night of Hanukkah. So for those who celebrate, so just happy Hanukkah. I hope everyone is enjoying their Hanukkah nights and everything.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
This is almost as good as Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song.
Does everybody know when who was it? That guy was doing oh my god, why am I blanking on everything? I'm forgetting who it was, and I'm forgetting what the app's called. What's that thing when you can pay for, like, a celebrity you like to, like, Cameo. That guy was like he's like happy Chanukah, because they spelled it like the CH.
Yeah.
He's like, happy Chanukah. I don't know what Chanukah is, but I hope you have a happy Chanukah. They're wishing you a happy Chanukah. Oh, is it Stormy? Is Stormy?
Who is it? Okay, I actually have a story about that. So 4th grade spelling bee. We went around. Was it 4th grade? Yeah, I think it was 4th grade. In the classroom, you do the spelling, you go to the next person who, like, you keep going until you spell a word wrong, and whoever's the last person standing gets to participate in the school's spelling bee. I was one of the last people, right? Okay, so I'm the last person, okay? My word, Hanukkah. And I can't remember if I opted to spell it with the CH or the H.
Oh, they let you choose.
Well, I spelt it, and they said I spelt it wrong. And I said, no, I didn't. I'm Jewish, I know. I spelt it right. I know how to spell Hanukkah. And I asked them to get out another dictionary, because there's 2 ways to spell it. Me as a 4th grader fighting for my fucking chance to be in the spelling bee. God. And she pulled out a dictionary and she said, you know what? You're right. You did spell it right. And I went into the finalists and I competed in the spelling bee.
Didn't know that there was 2 spellings for Hanukkah.
My 4th grade teacher did not know that.
I guess that's, like, a popular thing, because either did Stormy Robinson. Is that a person? Pretty sure that's who it was who did the happy Januka thing.
When I was younger, I used to always spell it CH, and now I spell it H.
I always do H if I'm ever, like, writing it for some reason, but I'm aware that it's also CH.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like my grandma, who was like my most Jewish relative, she was very Jewish. She always spelt it CH, and that's why I spelt it that way. But now,
isn't that, like, the original way?
I don't know. I feel like, maybe because it's like Hanukkah, and that's, my grandma legit would say Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she'd serve me my little latkes, potato pancakes, make me my matzo ball soup. R.I.P. Grandma.
R.I.P.
But yeah, I
Rip.
Lost the spelling bee on, like, a stupid ass word. I used to remember it. I can't remember it now, but I wish I did. But unfortunately, I didn't.
I don't have, like, a memory of spelling bees.
Really?
I mean, I definitely
It's like a big thing.
I definitely was in them. I must just not have. Although there's no way, not to sound, like, so annoying, but there's no way I wouldn't have gotten far, because, like, I'm honestly really good at spelling, and I always have been.
It's kind of.
I don't know.
It's a different story to spell out loud, though.
Yeah, and I also used to be super, super shy. I wouldn't be surprised if I would purposely make myself lose so I wouldn't have to go to the stage part. Honestly.
Yeah.
I actually think that's, or maybe I just couldn't spell and I don't want to admit it. I think it's that I was too shy. Because I would never misspell something.
If you had Hanukkah, would you spell it right, you think, in 4th grade?
I would spell it, I think in 4th grade I would have spelled it correctly. The H-A way. I probably wouldn't have known the C-H way.
Mm-hmm.
Not even probably. I definitely didn't.
Yeah. Big news. Inevitable Agency's website's live, which is exciting.
Heck yeah.
I talked about this on the vlog too, but I didn't rush to get a website live because I really am not like biting at the bit to get more clients. I created the agency on accident as just like a place to get people the help that they needed, not like to make a bunch of money. So it's all of the business that goes into Inevitable is just referrals and just like word of mouth and people DMing me on Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever, or meeting me at like an event or something.
Yeah.
But it's just been on my to-do list to get a website live for it, just so like people can, now that I'm like a big star,
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
Sometimes I feel like this podcast is just like made to like for us to attack each other.
Yeah.
Just like call each other out on like all of our.
No, but keep talking about Inevitable Agency, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so the website's live. It's like anticlimactic now that Jackie interrupted me, but it's
God,
like a
stop.
really big.
No, it's not. It's not. Zoe, you don't mean that.
I don't mean that.
Okay.
I am so excited about it though because I'm going to teach the team all about SEO, search engine optimization. Wow, that's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful.
That's why we call it SEO. Because fun fact, I taught myself, actually, Steve, Texas Steve in the chat, people who come from the gaming world know who Texas Steve is, and maybe he'll come one day. But he actually like taught me all about SEO when I was full-time streaming, and I made a streaming like coaching business, and I made a website. It was super cute. Jackie and I decided to shut it down because it wasn't doing anything. If I knew about like selling companies, I would have just tried to sell it to someone. I wish I did. I didn't like even consider that, but the website was so cute, and Steve basically like SEO'd it so that like and he like taught me about like looking up or creating articles that were like people were searching to like drive traffic from Google, and it was such a cool learning experience. So I'm excited to like try that with the agency. Yeah. Not even to like just like to teach the agency girls like and future guys. I always say agency girls because right now everyone's a girl, but yeah, to teach them about that and have like a place so you guys can my tongue.
What?
Did I ever tell you my tongue sometimes?
What?
My tongue feels like too big for my mouth sometimes. I like
put that on the list of things I don't care to know about you. Like, cool.
But that's what was just happening. I was like choking on my tongue.
You do kind of have a big tongue.
I can touch my tongue to my nose.
Yeah, you have a big tongue.
You want to see?
Because I can't do that.
Try it. Oh.
I have a little tongue, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, you can go to inevitableagency.co and check it out. It's a work in progress, but it's cute.
It is cute.
It is cute. So.
What are you looking for?
I have one more topic before we get into our ad segment.
Heck yeah.
Sometimes, this might be also like on your topic of like me finding myself. I am so passionate about like good social media presence, and I've got a lot of experience in it, but I've never actually like officially worked in that. Like it's never been my like part of my job description for my like actual career.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, maybe should I like dive into that more or like complement it more. I've done one really big agency project with just because it was actually coincided with live streaming. But I really, really liked it. And we keep talking about this like content stuff. And I'm like, maybe I like social media, like digital marketing more than I even care to realize.
Yeah, you might. It's fun.
And I said that because I keep seeing this topic about companies shouldn't have products in their feed. They should just like do things that are like building the community and like a feeling or like things about the community rather than products in their feed.
As a consumer, I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that that's such a good point because like I think it's really important if you have like new product drops, obviously, like if you come out with a new flavor or a new product, then you, like, yeah, that should be on the feed because like how are people going to know about it on social media? But there's so many ways to like focus your energy like outside of just product placements. Yeah. And if you look at brand social media and you look at like the likes or now I feel like it's all the companies are hiding their likes. Yeah. Which is like such a just obvious like, okay, nobody's liking your picture. You're not getting any traction. You can always tell by like how many comments things get. But if you go and you look, like there's not much interaction with product, like just like product pictures. It's like not about that at all.
Yeah, no, because who's really going to comment on like a product picture?
Yeah, it's got to be something that's like shareable or funny or has like a feeling or a story. And I think that it's just social media is so interesting because I think brands hire a lot of times just they think they need someone to just post. What they really need is a Jackie the VA. Bing.
Ain't that the truth?
But it's so like you can't just post. You can't just like take professional pictures and post it on your feed and expect to get sales that way.
No, nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Frankly.
And you're spending a bunch of money on like these professional like shoots when like you could just do like a TikTok in your like bathroom.
Seriously.
And you'll get traction.
In your bathroom.
Honestly, that's why like some of these, and I would say micro influence, like the people that I follow that are like more micro scale, which they still have like 200,000 followers, but like those are the ones who like I actually buy everything they recommend. I don't buy the shit that like these million followers people recommend because I just kind of honestly, even if they're not, I assume they're like full of it. But like you pay, I mean, you're paying these influencers a lot, but like it's taking them like no time really to make that video in like their bathroom. I mean, it takes time. They have to edit in all that stuff, but like, whereas like you could be putting money into like a professional shoot or something and like nobody's gonna care about what you did.
I think, here's my hot take for 2024. I think that companies for their social media need to lean into personalities, like having a face behind the brand. Some companies are, I wouldn't say like lucky, but I would say blessed when their founders have a personality or like are really confident and have like a face to show or like they want to be on social media and they can tell that story. But I think that brands need to have a personality behind their social media.
I mean, think about how any influencer, once again, that I follow that like is an influencer who like feels genuine, like if they ever create their own brand, it does so well. They'll be like, oh my God, sold out our first drop in an hour. And it's because people already know you and like people like you and like the community you've already fostered. Like that's why those like influencer companies do so well.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that it's worth investing in like even like comedians, like the skit comedy and all of that. Have you seen Liquid Death? When I saw them speak at a conference and they were talking about how they have like full-time a comedian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, and you guys have seen, I feel like if you haven't seen their content, you should look it up and like YouTube
I haven't,
it.
honestly.
Liquid Deaths.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It is so, so great. They do like these they make like movies.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
And it's just funny because it's just water in a can.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it.
I'll have to
I definitely know about Liquid Death, but.
Yeah, I'll have to show you. They put like, now I don't want to like because this is going into the pop culture where everyone's like, oh my God, Zoe, you need to pay attention to pop culture. This is one of those instances I wish I did because they're like big. Oh, it's Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, they made this whole thing and they took his blood, like literally Tony Hawk's blood, and put it in a skateboard and sold these skateboards with God. Tony Hawk's blood in it. Wait. Am I telling a story right? I might not be telling because there's also
I bet people who are like Tony Hawk fanatics would.
There's also something with a rapper's shoes, and now I'm getting all you guys have to look it up, or we'll like we'll revisit this next week when I show Jackie these like things and I validate it. But what'd you say?
I just was trying to think if I knew what you were talking about.
Anyways, it is like a whole production and it's like it does really well. But they legitimately said that they have like meetings, reoccurring meetings where they just like come up with the stupidest like crazy ideas and they're like, okay, let's do it. And it's like crazy shit that they just figure out how to do.
That's cool. I need to look at their Instagram.
Yeah. But I do think that you can't just hire. You need to, also people are like hiring these like very like straight out of college, like, which is fine, but they're expecting these college students to just like blow up their Instagrams and just like they're not paying them very well and just like being like, okay, create the content, post the content, respond to all the comments. Like,
just time consuming.
So time consuming. Yeah. How does Jackie the VA do it all?
I don't know.
But it is like, it's crazy that like brands don't understand that yet.
Yeah.
But I think really like people need to start investing like better into their social media. Meanwhile, Jackie's like, yeah, practice what you preach. Give me a raise.
No, I'm very fairly compensated. I'm very happy here at LLAI.
I'm so happy you're happy.
I'm happy.
Cue the ad music.
We've had music.
I'm saying that as if you're like gonna put it in post production.
Oh,
cue the ad music.
Do we have ad music? I'm like confused.
No, we don't.
Oh, I'm like, is there something I should be adding though? Post production.
I love when Jackie whispers as if like the live viewers can't hear.
Yeah, I'll go like this, and like you can still hear.
This week we've got ad of the week brought to you.
Oh. We did decide we like brought to you by.
Ad of the week brought to you by Motion. Motion is a platform where you can analyze your ads in a creative way to see whether or not why they're performing the way they are, whether they're killing it or not, and look at when people stop scrolling to literally see like when someone stops watching your ad and be able to analyze like what happened and cut up your ads, make them better. And so if you were listening last week, you know that we are having a segment that we talk about ads. So this week we should use the one, Jack. We saw, since we keep talking about Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Keep getting served Taylor Swift ads. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting to see which brands are like feeding into it.
Yeah.
The one that I'm trying to bring it up, I think it was Abercrombie.
It was Abercrombie.
Oh, an update on last week's ad of the week. I've been actually really liking that product, the facial thing, the glow.
Yeah, I saw you mention it in your vlog.
Yeah, it's called Beauty Bio, and it's like a facial tool that like sucks your pores clean. I used it twice since we talked about it, and I'm really liking it so far. I do have some like skin shit that I want to clear up, so we'll see. I'll keep updating you guys, but that was the ad last week that we talked about. Oh, I found it.
Good, because will you resend it to me? Because I can't find it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Abercrombie, right?
Yeah. Also, I've been getting served more ads on my story, and you actually said you get ads on your story, your Instagram stories more than
I get an ad. So like if I'm going through Instagram stories, it will be an Instagram story of somebody I follow, ad. Instagram story of somebody I follow, ad. I get them in between every story I view.
That's crazy.
I thought everybody did.
I don't think I get that many ads.
They might know I'm susceptible because I eat it all up.
You eat it all up. This is timely because it's just a Chiefs crew neck. And this is something I would like to analyze on like with motion. So have you guys seen all the ads that are basically like as if it was like a screenshot, or it's like on your story? So like this ad, when you look at it, it has writing underneath the picture.
Yeah.
That's like using Instagram's, like it looks like your friend just posted a story.
Yeah.
Rather than a professional model.
I used to not realize that these were all ads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other thing that I keep seeing, and I think I'll pull up the ad because I didn't send it to you and Boss Phone, but Plunge, the ice bath, keeps doing ads that are, I think they're amazing, because they're like that, where it's like you feel like you're looking at like a screenshot that your friend is posting on their story.
Yeah.
It's a screenshot of a text, an iMessage, like messaging back and forth saying like, oh my God, did you see Plunge's sale? You can get whatever off. Or like, it's like as if it's like just another person on your story posting a story.
Yeah.
I think those ones are so genius because it does feel like it belongs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what like gets you. That's what like, I mean, people always make those jokes like your phone's listening to you, but it's like, I don't know. Not that I want my phone necessarily to be listening to me, but like I do want to be served ads that I care about.
Yeah. So thanks, Facebook, for listening to us and stealing all of our information and then serving us ads that we actually care about.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
There was, the other example, I think this is kind of like old news, but maybe not, is making like ugly ads. Have you seen those that say, I actually have an example that I sent to you on Boss Phone too. There's the ones that say like, we fired our marketing team and this is all we've got.
Yeah. So
I think it's getting like overdone. But Intercom, which is a customer service platform, has a billboard, and it said that they went viral for this, and it's just like Arial font. I almost messed up. I almost said Times New Roman, but it's definitely Arial. Arial font on a billboard, and it's just a white billboard, black writing, and it says 1, Intercom is a complete customer service platform. 2, Intercom is the leader for AI for customer service. And that's like all
it is.
Yeah. I think that these are starting to get, it's kind of hard to say. And another thing that would be interesting to evaluate with motion is like, is it being overdone, and am I thinking that it's overdone because I'm in this world and I see all of them?
Yeah.
Or is it still working and like we should keep doing these like ugly ads that are kind of funny?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about looking at like Viore and like Hexclad's like socials because they use motion, and I have been wanting to like look to see if I notice like a trend of where like their socials improved, and it's probably when they started using it, so they knew. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all interesting because the other thing is, I think this goes across the board with all marketing, is you have these ideas and you're like, this is going to fucking crush it.
Yeah.
And then you try it and it just like
flops.
Yeah, it flops. Or like the stuff that you think is going to do bad, or like you'd had no time to prepare, just does really well. Or the things that are a mistake do well. And it's kind of, it's just crazy because you put all this time and effort into like the other things that flop.
Yeah.
But you don't really, you need good platforms to analyze it.
Yeah, otherwise there's no way to know.
You just like know how much revenue, but it's hard to put these things like side by side. And
yeah. Or I mean, like, I guess you could figure it out because you could go through your stuff, but so time consuming.
Google Sheets, Excel sheets. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So Motion's great. And we love to be brought to you by them.
Yes. If you guys have a second, please go ahead and check Motion out. There's a link. We're going to put it as like the first link on the show notes.
Yeah.
Just click the link, check them out. If you decide to use them, tell them you were sent by Let's Laugh About It.
And even if you just click the link, then they know that we sent you.
Mm-hmm. Jackie, what's that called? What's the link called?
I don't remember. Something C?
No.
Oh.
UTM.
I would have never.
Mm-hmm.
Would have never remembered that one.
Trackable links are cool and addicting.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
They motivate me because I love seeing like data and stuff.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just like doing things and putting it out in the world
clue.
and have no idea.
Yeah.
This person had a fire in their 3PL. Matt Schroeder. He posted 2 weeks ago, we had a fire in the middle of the night at our warehouse 3 days before Black Friday.
You talked about this.
Did I?
On the podcast.
Oh my God. Did I?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive. Like 100%.
Wow. My memory sucks. I thought that was new news.
No.
What did I say?
Just like that it was crazy that like that would happen right before Black Friday.
Wow.
I could find the clip for you. Honestly, I'm going to find it and I'm going to insert it right here.
You're going to put, I've been loving your, like little additions of like slurp so loud.
Yeah.
Jackie's fucking killing it. If you guys don't know, Jackie also edits everything. So like everything that you're so impressed with, that's Jackie.
That's me.
You're going to put like Zoe rambling, not remembering that she talked about this in the previous week.
No, yeah, I'm 100% going to find that because you have 100% talked about it.
Housekeeping.
I know what it is.
I saw something that said housekeeping on it and I was going to send it to you and I forgot. But it was like legitimately keeping a house, not like.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep this house going.
Yep. Do all the things. Oh, we're live on Apple Music Podcasts.
Yes, we're live on Apple Podcasts. It took us a while.
It was this thing that happened with Boss Phone. And
it was this whole thing, but we're live on Apple Podcasts. And what else is going on?
I'm going to put a landing page on the Inevitable website to make Let's Laugh About It a website. Like a landing page on Inevitable's website, I think.
Well, Let's Laugh About It has a spot on Inevitable's website right now.
Oh.
Brittany made one.
Brittany's so great. I don't know if you saw any of those blogs, too. The blogs are so good.
Yeah, I did see them.
That's all Brittany, too.
So cool.
They're freaking killing it. Actually, some of it might be Molly. Because Molly's been like... So, fun fact. Molly is Jackie's... Am I allowed to talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Molly is Jackie's sister who works for Inevitable. And she is crushing it.
She's 19.
Yeah, she's only 19. But she knows, like... She's been working for Inevitable since March, I think. I think so. Yeah. But she knows more than like most of the customer experience people I know in the space now. I am impressed with her every single day. And I think that it goes to show how much you learn because she was hired on as like to answer tickets for a brand that we help because a lot of times when I'm consulting, unfortunately, I come across brands where like their CX teams or the people answering tickets just like don't care about the brand.
Yeah.
Or like they just like don't have what it takes to like give good customer experience because frankly most of the time they don't care. Mm-hmm. And it kills me. And you can only what's the saying? You can bring a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's like how it is with teams. And that's what I was like seeing with this brand, one of these brands that Molly helps. And Molly went in and she like has given like the best customer experience to their customers. She does so well that like the founder is like where can we find more Mollys? Can we get Molly
Thought
more?
Molly was like 10 years older than she is.
Yeah, he's been so impressed with her. And when we first like brought her on, like he was a little bit skeptical, like she didn't have much experience, and I was like, don't worry, like she's under our wings, like we would never let someone whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, where can we he was like, does Jackie have any more siblings?
Yeah. Well, I remember Zoe was looking for somebody, and you were like, now I have to like find somebody, and I was like, honestly, like Molly is like scared to death of me, so like if I recommend her to do something, she's gonna like do it well. Besides, she wakes up late for meetings sometimes, Molly.
She does.
And I drill into her. I'm like, if you worked anywhere else, you'd be fucking canned.
And then me and Sierra like
joke around about it.
We joke around. Oh, I called me and Molly because like I'll be late to meetings for Inevitable too. Usually it's because I'm like actually busy, not sleeping.
Yeah.
But I'll show up, and one time it was like just me and Molly on a meeting, and I was like texted everyone. I was like, where is everyone? The bad girls are here.
Yeah. But yeah, I just was like, Molly will do a good job. Like she's only 18 because she was only 18 at the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, she like, I don't know. The Millers just don't breed bad workers. So I was like, she'll be fine. And she ended up being fine.
She's doing so good. But yeah, so like a long time ago, I was like, Molly, if you get anything that you're like, oh, we should share this, like just put it in a doc, and like we're going to like bank all these like LinkedIn post ideas.
Yeah.
So Molly has this like huge list of ideas, and she's been crushing it there too. So follow our LinkedIn too.
Yeah. And there's a Let's Laugh About It LinkedIn. I've been posting more on there. I used to do just what's it called? Like release day posts. But now whenever like a reel is like like businessy focused, because some of the reels we'll post will be like when we're just
fucking around. Yeah.
Like today was one that was like business focused, so like that will be posted on LinkedIn probably tomorrow morning. So yeah, follow us on LinkedIn too. We'll have more stuff on there.
Yeah. We kind of did the housekeeping. You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
Do the ratings. Follow us.
Oh yeah, what we started saying is we're on Apple Podcasts now. We weren't. I have noticed our on podcasters like our because people really like to listen on the YouTube,
which I like.
Yeah. But we are getting more listeners now on the like just streaming the pod, and I think it's obviously because we have now another platform where you could do it on. I'm also gonna work on our main priority was Apple Podcasts, but now I'm gonna pivot to Google and Amazon Music. I want to get us on.
Yeah, for those like weirdos with Androids.
Yeah.
The purple oh my god, we need to get off. I meant to say green and I said purple.
Okay, yeah.
We need to sign off.
I feel like lightheaded because I had this and I haven't eaten since like 10.
That's me.
Because my lunch was really early. Have you even eaten today?
I don't think so.
Because I like made lunch at like 10 and then offered it to Zoe and she was like, I'm good. So now I'm like, wait, did you ever eat?
No. I've been really like, I've been so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And like, I just this is not like not healthy. I'm not like disordered eating, but I keep forgetting to eat or like I'm so overwhelmed that I'm like,
it's
forget
hard to
that
eat
I'm
when
hungry.
You're overwhelmed.
Yeah. So
we were talking about this earlier.
We need to work on Zoe's health. Next week when we come back, I'm going to have already eaten 2 meals.
Hell yeah, she is.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hit it. Hope everybody has a fabulous Monday night. Start the week off right.
Yeah.
Light your 5th candle if you celebrate the Hanukkah or Chanukah. Happy holidays otherwise.
I have to pee so bad.
Literally same. The minute I press end, I'm running.
Did we miss anything from the chat?
No, we didn't. We are up to date.
Cool. Love you guys.
All right. See you guys next week. Bye.